It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Huskies and the Packers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
From the 38, Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Looking to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did early.
Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
24 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Out. 3 down. 3 down. 19 Tiger. Nice.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
We got 4.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know you felt that. Mike 4. Hey, defense, left.
Now back to throw. And incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mike 4. Let's go, dude.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
It's going to be a long day.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a 2nd one.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. On 3rd down, Byer. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
24 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 24 is the mic.
Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's the second time this game they've given up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second. So they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
I'm the best in the game.
And
I'm the best in the game.
Anthony Schwartz, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
And that'll set him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Huskies have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. It's a party now. It's on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Packers. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition. Sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you. That's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
2nd and 11 now.
3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mic.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 4, Mike 4. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
24 is the mic. 69. Here we go, D. 24 is the mic. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 24 is the mic.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. 24 is the mic.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
24 is the mic. Hey, pick your game up. 24 is the mic. 70 range. 70 range. 24 is the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. Touchdown, Packers. B.C. Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, D, get off the field. 24 is the mic.
2nd and 13. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
24 is the mic.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. Past the 20. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start out with an AFC East matchup between Buffalo and the New York Jets. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Tony Pollard with both of their touchdowns thus far as he's scored twice on the ground. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. 77 yards. And the Huskies come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He stiff arms him, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hey, around.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar.
Oh, yeah.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Right here. 24 is the mic.
Come on. You better bring it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Huskies have got it back to within a score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
44 is the mic.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. He's tired of you.
From the gun, Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson fighting his way through contact and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mike, 44.
It's coming this way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Oh, you got deep?
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
44's mic.
Here's Jackson.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
We got trips over here. Let's overload. 24.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Huskies are back within a score. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt, and they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Broken tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mike, 44. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Here we go on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run on first down. Fair. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
4. Go out.
2nd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You got 3 down.
Looking to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Huskies have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Isaiah Simmons leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Oh, yeah.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Huskies have yet again retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Let's go.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Isaiah Simmons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 44.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. It's Boyd. Powering his way forward. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go.
Jackson on 1st down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Schwartz, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Nothing here.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He's back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Back to throw. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. McPherson now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive goes 8 plays. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? making the comeback, and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Toronto, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the Bills and the Huskies on Thursday night primetime.
And the Bills are going to recover.
Here we go. Here we go.
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Winston now to throw on first down. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for...
And this is... Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed.
That's it, baby.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd down and goal. Winston. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that?
Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And Crosby puts it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5". 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we are.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
Right there. 54 miles.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal.
Watch the pass.
Jameis now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
All day, baby, all day.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Warrior 70. Alert. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Back to throw again.
I'm coming.
And that will be incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. 54.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Let's go.
The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Ready. Ready. Under crunch. Single receiver. Single receiver. Hey, you're
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe
Protect
the 34.
yourself, baby.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, he's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Winston finding Knox there, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 2nd down, it's Schwartz, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
26 Mike. 3 bucks. 70 range. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. On the ball. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I got one.
They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards left on second down. Off the play fake, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons make that now ridiculous. 8 sacks for him on the season. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Winston. And caught, right side, Green. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
No chance.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first, ahead of everyone else, just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Back to throw now on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike. All day, every day, any day. 26 Mike.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
3 buzz. 18 Mike's 5-4. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Huskies have cut it back within a score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. 5 plays there on that drive. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A little juke. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A first down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there. Silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Hey, we gotta get to Knight. Mike over there.
Hey, check.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Mike Nine. Bang out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Oh, no.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
26, Mike. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end. Zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now stands at 13. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. First down, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on second and long. Winston. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mike 9. I got it. Mike 9.
On third down, Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
I got tripped this side.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Outright, this one goes to Patrick.
Come on.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Man, that's trash.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
26 Mike. Watch the screen.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, and it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Patrick. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday. And one of the...
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's going to be brought down. Back. At his own 6-yard line.
I'm coming back. 26, Mike. Warriors, 70. Check the outs. Check the outs. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man at Schwartz. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Come on now.
Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And the Bills are going to recover.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Here's Winston. Airing one out for Crowder. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there. A big one. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Okay, baby, let's go.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch us slap.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 18, Pioneer. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
26, Mike.
That's 19 tight. 19 tight.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Check. Single. I got 2. Got 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here it comes.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
19 Lion.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany.
He's at the 40, the 20, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
On third down, it's Schwartz. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll keep it on the ground. Schwartz. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Mike 9.
Jameis now on first down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Mike 9. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
To throw, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
26, Mike.
Don't get nervous.
Watch the safety creep.
18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates.
Welcome back to Toronto. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Squeeze, double.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He shakes him off.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Throwing left side, it's complete. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown. Game 4th of the year.
And the Huskies are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Bills.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Winston now. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Jameis to throw it.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Off the play fake, Winston. And Diggs has it.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston escaping the pressure right.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 18, right here. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. 70 Lion. 52.
2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Bring it up.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
50, 54. I'm coming in.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man at Schwartz.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Even. 19 right. Even. 26.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
26 Mike. Coming to you. 26
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
And the Bills are going to recover.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Ready. Go. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 9.
Winston. It's complete to Diggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
26 Mike. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
In your face!
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Winston readies the offense. Down by 7, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Man open, here is Crowder. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that?